Welcome to Session 5, Google Yourself. What do you find? In this session, Coach Mark shows us his systems for success online so that when people Google, they'll find exactly what you want. As Jimmy Wales, the co-founder of Wikipedia said, quote, "If it isn't on Google, it doesn't exist," unquote. After the session, there's going to be some questions that go across the screen, and you can pause it and discuss that with your team. Or if you're watching this alone, go ahead and write down your answers so you can really reflect on what you're learning. So if you're a new agent or a seasoned agent and you're asking the question, what should I do today? You need to be intentional online. It's not extra, it's essential. Welcome to Session 5, Google Yourself. And what do you find?
Now, all of these things, by the way, that we're going over, these are all tools in a toolbox to build a house, if you will. So like some of these might just be like a nail, which in the scheme of things, you're like, well, that's just a nail. But the nail is going to hold together some stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's a small thing in one regard, but without a bunch of these things like together, you don't have the complete house. So don't look at it like, well, I don't need that. That's an extra $9 a year and it's stupid. But everything sort of,
together.
Yeah, correct. What social media tools and computer programs are actually valuable? So what are you using now?
Facebook, and to be totally honest, and you and I talked about this before, I have not done Facebook. So for me, I'm learning how to do Facebook. I have my personal page and I have a business page now. Okay. And so when I do open houses, whether it's for Laura or I have, she'll say, oh, you want to do this open for me? So then I'll put it on Facebook, come check this out, whatever. So I've been doing that. I still need to set up my LinkedIn. Okay. And as far as the one day you had said you don't have a Zillow profile, and I'm thinking, oh God, there's so many things. I don't know what I'm supposed to be focusing on. I just feel like scattered right now.
All right, so here's what you're gonna do today.
Okay.
You're gonna create a Zillow profile.
Okay.
You're gonna create a Trulio profile.
Okay.
You're gonna create a Realtor.com profile. I would tell you to spend or to set aside even $10 a week for Facebook social media posts. And there's going to be some weeks maybe that you don't spend any money because it depends on what you're going to promote, but it's basically going to be, you're not going to create an ad at this point. You're going to just do a boosted post. And the boosted post can be a variety of things that we can look at. Do you have your name as a domain name?
No.
Okay, so let's do this. So if you go to GoDaddy and now all of these things, by the way, that we're going over, these are all tools in a toolbox to build a house, if you will. So like some of these might just be like a nail, which in the scheme of things, you're like, well, that's just a nail. But the nail is going to hold together some stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's a small thing in one regard, but without a bunch of these things like together, you don't have the complete house. So don't look at it like, well, I don't need that. That's an extra $9 a year and it's stupid. But everything sort of,
together.
Yep, correct. It is available.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to want to buy that today.
Okay.
That's $11.99 a year.
All right.
That's going to be where you send everybody. Okay. But that's going to go to, you don't have to like hire someone to build a website. You can, point that to wherever. Mm-hmm. And then in the future, depending on how you want to brand yourself, like for instance, here's mine. If you go to mypropertysold.com. So I've got it point to here.
Okay.
So then as soon as they go here, if somebody goes look me up, they're going to see my video, a little bit about me, my preferred lenders, active listings, our past sales, et cetera, et cetera. Most people want to know who you are, how many sales you've had, what are your reviews, et cetera, et cetera. And so, like, that's why you'll see agents put in their email signature, like I've got in mine, and feel free to copy mine or make it your own. But like mine is, like I've got a 5-star rating on Zillow, see what my clients are saying. So I try to point everybody to my Zillow reviews.
Okay.
Okay. So you should get those up and running.
Okay.
Any questions on those at all, just let me know. But like, for instance, if you go to if you just go to realtor.com, Mark Young. So there's my realtor.com profile. So let me show you behind the scenes, if you will. All right, so this is the behind the scenes. So here's where I spend money on Zillow, okay? So like that's what I spend every month. So this shows the ranking of other agents who are in this particular zip code.
Okay.
Now, right now, there's none available to buy. Mm-hmm. So as it stands, he's number 1, I'm number 2.
Okay.
Okay. And him and I go back and forth. I'll see some that's open, then I buy it, and then he buys it. That's open.
Okay.
The reason that I show you this is that Zillow it's a huge monster, and it's great. There are several agents in this office and in other agencies across the U.S. who will be very negative about Zillow. Some are negative because they have their own reason why they think they should be negative. Others are on some sort of like a bandwagon because it's hip to be negative about Zillow. Is there an ROI for me?
Right.
And the answer is yes. Well, our team had 36 or 38 closed sales in 2017 that came from Zillow,
Okay.
which translated into probably $120,000 in revenue. Well, my spend is $60,000 a year, so I double my money on that. Mm-hmm. The question then is, as a new agent, what do you do on Zillow? There's not much to do unless you want to start to spend a bunch of money. However, what you can do is get all of your information in there. So make sure that your bio is legit. Have it be as, like, if you look at mine. So you want it to be, about a page as far as on your screen. You're going to want to talk about a lot of your, either your past experience in either sales or in the professional field or your local knowledge of the marketplace. You're going to have to figure out, and after you come up with something that you want to say, let me, I'll look at it, but you're not going to be able to say things like I've sold X amount of homes, mm-hmm. right? So, and that's okay, because it goes back to the why are you the best agent? What's your answer to, well, you've never sold anything? Yeah, that's awesome, because I'm excited to work with you, right? So I would get those all those up and running. Let me pull up your Facebook. You said you have it up and running? Mm-hmm. Okay. I would get a different headshot. It looks like there's a couch behind you. Is that a couch? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my new one I just had done.
Okay, then
Replace.
have that there. Yep. And do that, for all of them. All right, so you're going to want to reach out to your friends and family. Have them leave you a 5-star review.
Okay.
Well, why would they leave you a 5-star review? Because they like you. So just have them click the 5 stars.
Because I'm awesome.
That's it. Exactly. So, like on Zillow, you have to send the request out to a client who you've worked with, and then they'll have to create a Zillow profile. It takes them like a second, but then they actually say, yes, I've worked with Ginger, and it's not necessarily like an audit, but they'll fill out a review, and then Zillow has to look at it to make sure that it looks like a legitimate review, so that you can't just go ahead and get your 5 stars real quick.
Okay.
I'm getting into the minutia, but since I'm here,
mm-hmm.
I would change your. I don't even know if you can. I would change your name. Realtor is copyrighted, mm-hmm. so you're not supposed to use it anywhere.
Okay, so
So like mine is Agent M Young. One of the things that you want to do is sync everything up. So for instance, my Twitter handle, my my Facebook, Instagram, all that is the same. It's all at Agent M Young. So that when if anybody ever were to ever do a search, they're going to find you on all of them.
Okay.
So if you can modify this,
Okay.
go ahead and modify
I
it.
can do that.
Yeah, and then go ahead and swap the headshot out on all of your anywhere that it's at.
Okay.
Are these on your cards?
They're going to be.
Okay, cool.
Session 5 questions. Number 1. Think like a client and Google yourself. Ask the question, based on only this, would I want to hire me? Number 2. Online, is it easy to find you, see potential trust in you, and contact you? How many clicks does it take? Number 3. Am I willing to learn new tools for success? Why or why not? Next time in What Should I Do Today?
Nobody sends them anymore. So it's like, Christmas when they open up, oh my gosh, I got something that's like handwritten. Yep. It'll force you to remember who you talked with. It'll force you to get your business cards in there because you're going to put a business card in there. And what I used to do is I'd put $100 bill underneath it, and if I didn't get it out, then my assistant, she got to keep the $100.
Hey, thanks for listening to this session. This is Benjamin Beaver, Creative Director at the Agent Experience, and I want to let you know about something. If you're watching or listening to this and you're like, this is great and helpful, but I want to really take my real estate sales to that next level. What you need to apply for is Mark Young's coaching experience, where Mark Young comes alongside you and consistently teaches you how to think right and to be successful. Now, how do you apply? You actually are going to do something. You can call me just directly, 330-907-7355. And if I'm at a shoot or I'm creating other real estate material, just leave a detailed message or shoot me a text that says, hey, I'm interested in Mark Young's coaching experience. Now, there's limited spots for this, so you're going to want to apply quickly. So do that. Jump onto coachmarkyoung.com and we will get connected and we will teach you how to think right and to be successful.